fellow string pickers. Run to the noise. Let's go!
Are you really gonna look at this cute face and not subscribe?
Well, hello, you bunch of string picking guys and gals out there. Welcome back to the String Pickers channel here at my obscene studio.
He sounds like a broken record.
And on today's episode of What Can We Screw Up? How about this guitar? String Pickers, I've had this wrap on here for a very, very long time. I've had this guitar for probably about 4 or 5 years. When I got this guitar, I absolutely could not stand the color of the guitar. It was like a silver metallic burst, and it was silver and had big, huge metal flakes in it, and it was just, it looked like a boat with strings on it, you know?
Wait, what?
Billy Bob the Redneck says, I'd like to see something like that.
Really, dude, can you just stay out of the shot for like 5 minutes? I mean, come on. Every time I say something, you got to get right into that camera and do something that's completely characteristic of you, Billy Bob the Redneck. Back to what we were talking about, String Pickers. So I bought this wrap, and I got this wrap for about $30 to $35, and I put it on this guitar. It is a Dragon. You can see here. Back here is the horns, the teeth. The eye was actually cut out because it's in the way of the pickup. And then we had one of the horns up here to kind of set that headstock off just a little bit. Well, I've got to the point, String Pickers, to where I'm tired of this wrap. It was the first wrap job I ever done on a guitar, and it was done terrible. Actually, put this wrap on here with a hairdryer, and I've heated it up to try and take it back off, and it has left the glue behind. So what I'm going to do for that, since we are putting another wrap on this guitar, and I'm going to go across the top of this guitar and get all of that off, get it all smoothed back out, take all of this stuff off of it, and then we're going to put a new wrap on there. And I want to show you what the new wrap is going to be. I leaked this in a live about a month ago that I wanted to do this, and I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I so enjoyed the wrap that I did on the bass guitar that I wanted to do it again, but a bit different pattern. Same colors, just a little different pattern. And here it is. That's it. It's the big, huge stealth camo pattern. So what I plan on doing with this is arranging a piece to where I can get 4 or 5 different shades in on that guitar at once, like something kind of right in here, maybe, or I've not even really looked at the rest of it, or something like right in here, get something like that in there, you know, to where it really shows it off, and then cut some kind of design to go on the headstock of the guitar that's going to really help set this thing off. I don't want to cover up the LTD on the guitar like we did on the bass guitar. I just want to put some kind of design like we had on here to begin with. I think it'll look good against that headstock and really kind of show it off too. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to do a time lapse on this because, but judging from the glue that is left behind on this thing, I have got some work ahead of me, and I also have some work to do to the neck. I've got a couple of frets that's kind of reaching out and grabbing me a little bit, so I'm actually going to try and round those off. This may be a 2-part video, not really sure. It's going to take a while. I know that. It's probably going to take a while, but I wanted to get this done and out of the way and show you guys just, you know, how easy it is to put one of these on, which I have kind of showed you in the last series and the series before that. It's pretty simple to do, and it changes the whole look of your guitar. So you guys hang around just for a few minutes. I'm going to put you on the time lapse, and we're going to get busy on the bench. All right, guys, we have gotten the old wrap off there, which was, oh man, I can't believe I pay as little as I do for the Vivid. And that one that I got was $35. And if I heated it, it would leave glue behind. Without heating, it would leave glue behind. And so to get that off of there, I used some acetone. I do not recommend this. This was my wife's nail polish remover. Do not ever use this on your guitars. The only reason why I did was because I don't care about this finish. I mean, this is just garbage. I've never liked that finish, that silver burst kind of finished. I never did care nothing about that. So that's the whole reason why the vinyl wrapping on this guitar come into play. The thing I liked about this guitar is right here. Those pickups are awesome. So we're going to put a new wrap on here, but first I thought that I would go ahead and do the shout out board. We got at Timmy70, at Tone Yeager, my main man Brant, at Ted Talks Guitars and Life, at 2 Yards, at CD Nelson, and all of my subs. You guys are on the shout out board. So we are getting ready. We're going to put the new wrap on this guitar, and I am excited. It's not as extravagant as a big dragon and everything. There's still a couple of little places it's got some real thin glue residue behind, but it's not going to show up. I'm afraid if I scrub on this any further that it's really going to do something to the finish that's on here. Not that I care, but somebody might someday. So let me show you what I'm going to do. This is the wrap that's going on the guitar right here. I am thinking, because this end, it's got that bad spot, a little bit of glue right there. Now that's coming off. Yeah, I might be able to get rid of that. But I'd like to have this sort of in the center of the guitar where it's got the 4 different patterns on there and another one up here. I'd like to do that. There's another spot, but it's way, way back here. But I like that spot because it's, well, number one, it's right here on the guitar. And so there's different patterns that we can put on there that'll show up. So I'm thinking we may do that. We may just go ahead and do that. And right here is our end of the body. So we are going to cut. So we're going a little bit further past the body. You don't want to cut it too short because then you're just wasting pieces. I mean, I know this stuff is $15.99, but at the same time, that's $15.99. And in today's economy, the way it is, $15.99 could come in handy. Might get you enough gas to make it to the end of the parking lot or something, you know? Okay, so let's take this off of here, very gingerly like. So let me go ahead, put you on a time lapse, and I'm going to get this thing on this guitar.
Hello, string pickers. Run them to the noise. Let's go!
Come on. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Yeah. Yeah. Vic has made his way into the studio again. That's okay. He misses me. You have got to go. Got to finish this video. No. No, go on. What is your deal? There she is, string pickers. Completely changed the look of this guitar. I'm gonna say that I was kind of apprehensive about using this wrap. I didn't think the larger pattern would look all that great, but I think it looks just fine. I mean, it has the same look that the bass has got, and I'm rather surprised at how it turned out. I've got a couple of little scratches here and there. I'm thinking instead of the flame on the headstock in that camo, that I may just cover the whole headstock in it and just leave the LTD on. But yeah, man, it turned out really good. Actually surprised with it. I put a strap on it that kind of the same camo, not quite, but it matches. So I'll put that on there. Now I know that none of this affects the playability of this guitar whatsoever, but I'll go through a couple of tones with this guitar because at the end of the day, for a cheap little $100 guitar that I got off of my son, who in turn paid $100 for it off of Marketplace, this ESP LTD EC50 is absolutely just amazing for a low-end guitar. So let's go through some tones. Now we're going to do some overdrive on this guitar. Okay, so that was overdrive on this guitar. And now we're going to do high gain, which is I'm using the Bogner amp sim with a 412 Bogner cab. And this is what that's going to sound like. So yeah, guys, that's it. That is my EC50 completely redone. Just looks so much better now. I would have to say that the wrap turned out really good. Went over the edge and around. I did not leave the contour lines open to just black on this guitar because there is some scratches and nicks and stuff under it, so I thought I'd just cover those up too. On the last one, the dragon wrap that I did on this guitar, I had a lot of problems right down in here, and I figured out what that problem was. And the problem was is that hair dryers don't get hot enough. You have to have a heat gun in order to get this stuff to lay right. And it did just that. It laid down all the way around the body of this guitar. And it feels great. In the video, I had broke in and told you never to use acetone on your guitar. Now, it worked out for me because I really didn't care what it did to the finish of this guitar, because I cannot stand the finish on this guitar. I just don't like it. I've never liked it. I just thought it needed to be better. So basically, what you do if you ever run into a situation where you wrap something and you take the wrap off and there's a residual glue left behind, like there was on that wrap. Now, this wrap has never given me that problem. The Vivid never given me that problem. However, if it does happen to you, make sure that before you use acetone, know, number one, that you're going to be recovering the guitar. Number two, to always test in an inconspicuous spot. Just a little bit of acetone on a old washcloth and on the back of the guitar somewhere, or somewhere it's not seen. Just do a little dot and see what it does to your finish. If it does not, then go forward cautiously, because you never know. It could cause problems, and your clear coat, if you have one, may not be stout enough to withstand it. If it's a poly, it more than likely it won't, or you're going to cause bubbling in your finish, and you don't want that. So you do want to take precautions when doing what I did to this guitar. I am not in no means a guitar tech, a luthier, or anything like that. I do this stuff on my own. Not necessarily to tell you guys what to do, but to show you it can be done, even from a broke redneck like me.
He's broke, all right. That dude ain't got a penny to his name.
What'd I tell you, man? What'd I tell you? Just go. But yeah, that's it for this video. I know I've done some covering on the bass guitar, and I've done a couple of other wraps on other guitars that I've gotten, but this one has needed it for a long time, and I thought, well, you know, I'll just bring you guys along for the journey. I think that this guitar turned out really good. I really like this guitar, how it looks now. The only thing I'm not liking is the pickup covers they're just horrible. They are absolutely just old and crudded up, and so I'm going to have to polish those up, maybe put a little bit of wax on them or something or other, so they buff them out to a good shine, because now that this wrap is on here, those look kind of stupid, you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. I really want to thank you for stopping in and checking out Draco, as he's got a complete makeover as far as appearance. Everything else is okay on that guitar. I have never had much problems out of that guitar at all for as long as I've had it. For a $100 guitar, I'd have to say, money-wise, that was a steal, an absolute steal. I love the ESP pickups. Those pickups are just fire. So, guys, as I always say, I pray that you and yours are having the most blessed day ever, and I pray that God is with you all. Until next time, later.
Let's go!